Stay tuned for the biggest fish, the hottest bites, this week here on In-Depth Outdoors.
Got him.
Look at that. Wow, is that an incredible fish?
Got him.
All right.
Oh yeah. Quality Green Bay fish here.
We're headed to the best fisheries across the upper Midwest and Canada. We'll fish longer, explore unfished bodies of water, and go further off the beaten path in search of the hottest bites in fresh water.
Oh, look at that. What a specimen.
Here he comes, man. Get him.
What a fish.
This is In-Depth Outdoors.
Good morning, everyone. James Holst here with In-Depth Outdoors, and today we're fishing on Castle Rock Lake in central Wisconsin. It's about a 3-hour shot straight east down 94 out of the Twin Cities. It's located right near Wisconsin Dells for those of you that like to spend time in the summer at the water park. So I'm out here on the lake with Joel Nelson. We're looking for walleyes, and Castle Rock is really known for a number of species, but this winter, big walleyes have been showing up on this lake in numbers. So our plan here today is to set up on a great looking piece of structure. Joel's gonna punch some holes. We're gonna get our tip up spread out, and then we're gonna get in that otter because, again, today is just a bitterly cold day. We spent a lot of time trying to dodge cold fronts. We give up. It just hasn't been possible. It's just gonna be one of those bitterly cold winters. It can't last forever, but for right now, there's just no way to work around this horribly cold weather. So Joel's gonna punch holes, we're gonna get the tip ups down, and we're gonna retreat to that otter, kind of warm up. So stick around. I think you're going to enjoy the show.
Well, it is frigid this morning. I've got my face mask on. We had 16 below temps as we made our way out to the lake this morning. I know it's always coldest right at dawn as that sun comes up and pushes that cold air down to the surface, but still, I don't care, within a couple hours, it's still gonna be cold.
Okay, on the tip ups today, we actually have a thermal style tip up, and I think that's important for this show because the temperatures are so cold. A regular tip up that doesn't cover the hole is just going to allow everything to freeze up pretty quick. So this is that thermal style tip up. It's got a little styrofoam on the back. And then what we have is nylon tip up line down to a 1/4 ounce weight, swivel, where we've got tied in about a 2-foot section of 10-pound fluorocarbon, a couple of split shots just above the hook. And on the working end, we've got colored number 2 octopus hooks. The water clarity here on the lake is really pretty poor, so we're trying to find some ways to add a little color, a little flash to the baits we're putting down in the water. And then for meat choice, we've got large shiners. There's a lot of shad in this fishery, and we're using large shiners to actually kind of mimic that profile and also give these fish a larger bait to find in that stained water. So I'm gonna get this one hooked up so I can get back in that otter and warm up. Here's what we're talking about as far as larger shiners. There's that one there, about 4 inches long, nice deep body to it. Hook that shiner up and get him in the water.
Just getting out here, setting up tip ups, and literally on the first drop, I had a fish come all the way off bottom, about 15 feet off bottom, and check out my shiner. So it could be a really good sign.
Flag up.
Nice.
Still there. Got him.
Got him?
Not very big. It's a small fish on a big shiner.
So you won't need my help, in other words.
Well, you can get the gaff if you want. Just a little guy.
Boy, he took that shiner.
Yes, he did. Boop. Easy hook out. Get him back quick. See you later, buddy. I have no interest in taking fish home today. He's a little thin. A lot of the fish you'll see here on Castle Rock are massive, huge, girthy fish. But we'll take him kind of as a start.
I think he wants you to get in the house, warm up just enough.
Well, if he wants me to warm up, the fish and I are thinking on the same wavelength. The sinker froze to my skin.
That is not cool.
Who says ice fishing isn't fun?
The new extreme thermal shelters from Otter feature a new look and unmatched protection from the elements. The fully insulated Pro XT 1200 features a 1200 denier shell built for extreme conditions, while the Thermaltop XT 650 features a 650 denier shell that locks in heat and eliminates condensation. All extreme thermal shelters are built on Otter's legendary roto-molded sled and proven oversized square tube frames. The all-new extreme thermal shelters from Otter, built tougher, stronger, smarter.
Leg up. I've seen this game before. I know how it turns out.
You got him? You there?
We got weight. We got weight.
Nice.
Did have weight. Oh, there he is. Got him. Ha ha. Comes.
Nice.
I dig it.
Look at that. Where are you, Shiner?
My first legit Castle Rock walleye.
Beautiful.
Oh, he's way in there, isn't it?
Yeah, he ate it. That looks like a slot fish.
Yeah, they've got a 20 to 28 inch slot here. So anything over 20 inches has got to go back. Clearly that's over 20 inches. So that is a release fish, which I love to see. See you later, sweetheart. Thanks for playing. I need a little warmth on my fingers, and then we're gonna rebait this bugger.
You got it.
It is just miserable out here.
One of the most important things about tip-up fishing is to tend the set. What I mean by that is every half hour, every 45 minutes or so, James and I are doing just what he's doing back behind me. He's going around, we're checking to make sure, number one, that the bait is alive. Number two, that we've also got our tip-ups unfrozen in good working order, so as soon as a fish would hit it, the flag will actually trip. And especially with really cold days like we're fishing right now, it's ultra important to tend the set.
Oh, there's a fish chewing on that thing right now. Feel the weight. I might have to check it. You know, sometimes in these cold front situations like this, the fish are active enough to eat, but they don't hit and run. Well, we're gonna check it. That felt like there might have been something there. He might have dropped it because there was definitely a fish there, no question about it. Of course, he might have come up and just hit it after I, started to pull that tip up. That's not uncommon either. How you doing, Minnow? He doesn't exactly look afraid, so I'm not sure what happened there. If there's a fish working in the area, he'll come back, he'll hit it. I'm literally jigging this tip up for this fish. It's coming up to it right now. I'm just gonna hold it like this, and if that fish hits, that spindle should just turn in my lap. Brr. I said last week, well, there's no way it could get any colder, and of course I was wrong. That fish is just sitting right underneath that shiner minnow. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set that thing, and we're gonna make that fish, or give that fish the time it needs to eat. All right, well, steady, not fast-paced by any means.
Right.
You get on these cold fronts like this, you just can't expect to really, knock the fish around. Every bite counts. If we get 6-8 opportunities today with the way this weather's setting up, I mean, I'm not going to be shocked, but I don't know that we can expect much more than that.
Right.
Running around the Midwest filming these shows this winter, it's just been brutal. I mean, I've been doing this for 8 years. I cannot remember any winter like this during that time period anyway. We started in late November to really cold weather, and it's just not let up. The crazy thing is there's a lot of lakes that don't have a lot of ice. We got so much snow early that, you know, it just packed on top of this much ice and has been insulating it ever since. We've got this little point covered just beautifully. I mean, what we've done here is we've got a point that comes off a flat out to the main channel, the deeper water here. And we've got tip-ups basically ringing the edge and the ice house sitting right on that primary break where it goes from, you know, it's 22 feet on top, breaks down to 27 feet and goes out in the deeper water. We've got that house sitting right at 26, 27 feet right on the bottom of that break. This tip-up sitting in what, 22?
Yeah, about 22, 23 feet of water.
Okay. We've got a couple shallower. We don't expect a lot of activity up real shallow, so we're kind of leaving that. It wouldn't hurt if we don't get anything, you know, going real too hot and heavy, because we've got them all set between 22 and 27 foot of water. We could move one, just kind of like a test tip
Sure.
up top shallow, 16, 17, 18, but I just don't usually get a good bite on walleyes up shallow during these cold fronts.
Right. Yeah, maybe towards dark.
Whew. I'm not sure I want to be here at dark.
Honda power and reliability have been combined with StrikeMaster's legendary ice cutting technology to produce the 35cc Honda Light. Powered by a powerful and efficient engine, the 35cc Honda Light offers first pull reliability and weighs in at a feather-light 23 pounds when equipped with an 8-inch laser auger. This winter, pick up a Honda 35cc Light from StrikeMaster, the most reliable and fastest cutting 4-stroke auger on the ice.
You know, for the most part, fishing tip-ups is really pretty straightforward, but there is one aspect of the fishing using this method that's kind of confusing to people, and that's knowing when to set the hook. And really, in my mind, there's two types of bites. Either the flag is going to be up and the spindle will kind of be stopped or moving very slowly, or the flag will be up and the spindle's just going to be screaming. And really, what I'm looking to do when I walk up on a flag and that spindle isn't spinning quickly, I'm going to reach under the tip-up and actually pull out line. I don't want the fish to feel the resistance of me lifting that tip up. So I'm gonna pull out line to create some slack, put the tip up down, and then it's a little bit like feeling for a bite when you're Lindy rigging. You know, when you lean the rod down, then you're kind of feeling for some weight. I wanna feel if that fish is still there. Did he just hit the bait and drop it, or is he working on that bait, chewing it up? If he's down below the hole, just kind of holding there, holding the bait in his mouth, that's not a very good time to set the hook. Really what you want to do is wait for that fish to start to move off. Anytime you've got line playing out from your hand when that fish is swimming, you know it's going away from you. That's the ideal time to set the hook. So typically what I do is I feel for that fish, give him a little bit of time to start moving away, and as soon as I feel that line start to slip through my fingers, that's when I give basically about a 2 or 3 foot pull. Not real hard and snappy, just long and forceful. That'll drive the hook home and you'll get that fish. The second scenario is when you walk up, the flag is popped, and the spindle is just going 100 miles an hour. You know in that situation that the fish is taken off. Don't set the hook as that fish is running away. That's a great opportunity to break the line. There's so much impact there. What I like to do is just slowly stop that line in my hands. The fish tightens the line, drives the hook home, and then you can start the fight. So those are the two scenarios. Use those basic tips, and I think you'll find that you can have a very high hookup percentage when fishing tip-ups.
Ha! James, I think this is a bonus fish right here.
About time, man. Everything has come on tip-ups.
We have been jigging and jigging and jigging, but to not much avail until literally right about now this fish came out of nowhere and just slammed it, so there
That's
he
cool to
is.
get to see him underneath the water like that.
Hey!
Nice to eat her if a guy was keeping.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
You bet.
You know, it's cold, it is windy, it is absolutely nasty outside.
This is some of the more challenging conditions we fished in so far this year. 20 to 30 mile an hour winds, freezing cold temperatures, falling temperatures, rising barometer.
Right.
This is kind of like survival mode on in-depth outdoors. We are not going to move today. It would be almost impossible.
And it's ironic that all the fish are coming on tip-ups, of course.
Except for that one.
Except for this one.
I got a 25-incher in me yet.
Yeah.
I can get him on a jig rod.
Yeah, this one would be borderline for that, you know, that 15-inch minimum, but he's probably just a little shy. Either way, we're not keeping fish.
I bet you he's 16 and a half inches long.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a
He's
bad
just
fish.
long and thin.
Right. either way, he's going back, right? Well, hopefully we can get a few more of those in-the-house fish so we don't need to freeze our hands any more than they already are.
I would love to spend the rest of the day in here. Just the pack up this afternoon, it's gonna be just brutal. Flag, 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 flag. Ah! I see no life, Joel Nelson.
Well, this one has been hot. Anything? Anyone? Nice.
Look at it go.
We got a live one, huh?
Typical cold front tip-up hit. Grab it, tip the flag, and just sit there.
I don't know about you, James, but a lot of times it seems like tip-up fishing, when it comes, it really comes.
I missed him!
No!
No, I got him.
That a boy.
He's running around in a circle. Not a very big fish.
Little flurry of action here.
Atta boy. Oh! Perfect. Here on Castle Rock, that's an eater, a keeper, if you will. But we're gonna let him go. I'm gonna go grab the minnow pail.
Yep.
I'll grab the Markham. If you want to send him on his way, say goodbye.
Yeah, with the protective slot that we have here, this is a really nice fish, and it's actually a pretty rare fish, considering that a lot of the fish that typically get caught on this body of water are 20-inch plus walleyes. So this guy gets a pass. Woo. And I'm glad to have him out of my hands because it is freezing.
The guys at the bait shop said you can expect to catch 4 big fish for 1 eater, which to me is perfect.
Hello, I'm Dave Markworth. I'd like to introduce you to the Skeeter Boat Center in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. At the Skeeter Boat Center, we carry the Midwest's largest selection of Skeeter fishing boats, all at prices you can afford. And we offer test drives on most models in stock. Our highly trained staff will provide you the personalized service that you deserve. So check us out at SkeeterBoatCenter.com, where our goal is to help you have fun fishing.
Flag, flag, flag. I literally watched that flag go boop down the hole.
This is the fathead set with a single number 2, isn't it?
I believe it is.
Okay.
You know, they have been munching it and just hanging tight.
Yeah. Got him. Oh, he's off. He's off. He's off. Ah! I hate that.
Hasn't been the first time today. We've lost a couple of fish, and I don't know if lost is the right word. It's just that they never hook up right.
I gotta go. I'm gonna go dig through my stuff and see if I can find those hooks, man.
So as frigid as it is out here, and as much as we'd like to just sit in the house and forget about our set, we're out here trying to experiment, and we're messing around with not only different bait sizes, but different hooks that go with each bait. You never know. You could have fish that come in and just really start to prefer one over the other, and either way, we want to make sure our bases are covered.
So I was digging through my tip-up box, basically the box I have assembled for all the materials I need to put together a quick strike rig, or anytime I'm fishing larger baits under a tip-up. This is the box I carry around, and I've got a lot of these Sure Set treble hooks in here in the size that I need to make these real big quick strike rigs. They're a great hook, but they're too big for the shiners we're using today. Typically I'd use these hooks with like a 5 to 8 inch sucker minnow. We fish a lot of those for walleyes, but thankfully digging through here I was able to find one card of the size 6, which will work just perfect for the shiners. It's a great hook. It's got that longer treble. I think that really helps hook up these fish. Well, one of the tips we want to give here is you really need to be mindful to match the hook size to the bait you're using. So what we're going to do is swap out 3 of our sets with these Sure Set treble hooks, and I think we're going to see a much better hooking percentage. We've used them in the past, the larger size Sure Set hooks with sucker minnows, and had a phenomenal hookup percentage. And a day like today, when it's so cold, with such a strong cold front settled in on us, every time that flag trips, we need to be putting that fish on the ice. Flag up, bud. Oh no. Oh, yep, there he is. Got him.
Nice.
Feels like a good fish, real good fish. Come on, sweetheart.
Feel it thumping?
Oh, that's a big head shake, dude, big head shake.
Nice. All right, I'm ready.
That's what this lake is known for, big walleyes. Big, fat, healthy fish.
Oh yeah, big head, big head.
Yes!
Come on.
She's ours, she's ours.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, look at this.
All right.
Look at that.
Nice.
What a fish, James.
They're awesome. Everything about them is everything that was promised, man. Just giant fish.
You got him?
Yep, I sure do.
All right.
Hook's gonna come out nice and easy.
Hey, there you go.
Yep. What a gorgeous, gorgeous fish. All right, man, I'm gonna let this fish go. It is so cold. I just don't want to freezer burn him at all.
Yep.
So back you go, sweetheart.
Plus we're freezer burning.
Oh, no doubt.
Hey, flag right here. I got
Awesome. This is the way it goes. Sit still for an hour and do nothing, and now we got 2 flags. Did she drop it?
No, she's slowly peeling some line here. I'm just dropping that line just to see real quick to make sure I don't bump her off. And I'm gonna slowly pick it up and tighten it here.
Is that a shiner set or is that a fathead set?
I don't remember.
I'd give you a hard time for.
Oh, she just took off and set herself.
Looks like a good fish, bud.
Oh yeah, nice thumps.
Here she comes.
Right at us. Right at the bottom of the hole.
3 sinkers. Oh my.
You got her?
Joel. Giant. I love this lake, man. There's a fish.
Wow. That is a jaw.
Is it a shiner set or a fathead set?
Yep, you're right. It was one of those sure set shiner hooks that we had on, and you know, these fish being in the slot, we got to release, and these hooks have been working out perfectly because we can just pop them out and drop them right back down.
When we started today, we had everything set up with number 2 octopus hooks, and I didn't think I had the correct size sure sets, and we missed like 3 flags in a row, which was just driving us nuts because we know we're not going to get a lot of flags today.
Yeah, let's get her back, huh?
That is a beautiful fish, bud.
You can't appreciate these fish till you see them up this close and personal.
Well, I think that's just about all for Joel and I today here on Castle Rock. It's been a great first visit. Conditions probably couldn't be any worse. Of course, as soon as I say that, we know that conditions will continue to get worse. It is just miserable out here right now. And for all you ice anglers that are going to be out here in the next week, just go out, be safe. I think the best thing you can do is probably what we did today, which was throw out some tip-ups, get in that insulated fish house, and just hang tight, because the amount of time a guy has outside to move around to get their business done is very limited. I mean, a minute or 2 and it's done.
Yeah, it's freezing out here. There's just no way to do it better than to sit in that otter and just camp out on top of those fish.
Well, we got some great fish today. I'd love to come back. Of course, I'd love to do it sometime when it was about 40 degrees and sunny. So from Joel and I, thanks for tuning in. Everybody be safe this week. Stay warm. It won't last forever. I guarantee you, sooner or later, the sun's going to come out. Things are going to warm up. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
For more info on the latest fish reports, gear recommendations, and hottest techniques, connect with us online at indepthoutdoors.com or follow us on Facebook at In Depth Outdoors. And if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to let our sponsors know.